Right, as Bruce would say, we're going down to the river. We'll have to see a friend of mine that I haven't seen for about 20 years if he's down here. So I'm lucky enough to have this right outside my back door. I've got the canal on this side, I've got the River Calder on this side. The water level must be down because normally this is the canal on this side and there's a weir that runs under here, and this is normally like the overflow from the canal into the river, but it's dry today. I'll put the camera there, then you might see the fish jumping behind if we're lucky. So what it is, I was scrolling through Facebook the other day, and you know you get these sort of local sites on Facebook about the local community and stuff like that. I was scrolling through, and I saw a friend of mine on there who I've not seen for 20 years, and I thought I recognised him, and I recognised his name. And what he's doing, he's a keen fisherman, and he's trying to lead a group of volunteers that are cleaning up the Calder River, taking out all the old tyres and stuff. I think it's mainly tyres. I think he's got a lot of tyres out of it. So I messaged him saying, you know, fantastic job sort of thing, how you doing, and one thing and another like you do. And he messaged me back, and he'd seen the YouTube channel, and he said could I make him some a ranging stick. So I says yeah, I'll sort of have a go. So I've come down to the river this morning to see if he's down here, because I'm sure he comes down there on a Saturday morning. So I'm sort of going to surprise him and see his requirements for this ranging stick that he wants, and then I'm going to build it for him. It's stuff like this, I think, that is getting out. You can see this stuff, it's probably been thrown in the river further up and it's washed its way down here. I mean, this river sometimes, it's like the Amazon sometimes, it gets right up above that ground there, and it certainly covers that sort of beach landing area there. So this was the old weir. As you can see, they've took the middle out. I wonder when they did this then. I've no idea when they did this. This is recent. Well, I think it is. In fact, I'm absolutely positive it is. Because the water level used to come right up there. In fact, it's reminded me of a story. I came down here with my daughter when she was about 14 years old, so it's about 6-7 years ago, and we were walking along this tree line, and we got as far as we sort of could, and then we heard this rustling in these trees over here somewhere. I can't remember exactly where it was, and there were a young man and young lady, and let's just say they loved each other very much. So we left it at that and turned round. Look, this one's been dug out and thrown on the side, ready to be taken over that wall round there, I think. I'll show you that in a sec. So, yeah, that's one that's been taken out. You can see there's one. This is what they must have had to do, dig them out. The longer they've been there, and then the pebbles and the sand and whatever gets washed around them, and they have to dig them out. I've seen videos of them, you know, up to the waist in this water, pulling these tyres out. Oh, there's another one there, look. You just see the top of it. So this must be the wall that they've been asking for volunteers with lifting equipment to get these tyres up and over the wall. There you go. You can imagine how heavy some of these things are. Look at that one, that's still got the steel rim inside it. There's another couple of big ones up there. I don't know if you can see them off camera, on the camera. I've never seen this river this low before, and I've lived here 25 years. It's nice. Anyway, it's a shame it's not down here really. It might be a little bit early, they might be down later on with the volunteers. I know that they're meeting up next week down here, but I can't come on my way next weekend. So it'd have been nice to see him. But having said that, it might be better that I hadn't seen him, because he doesn't know I'm going to build him this stick yet. He sent me a message saying, could you build me this ranging stick? So I had to Google it because I'd never heard of a ranging stick before. I don't know what one is, but apparently it's like one of these surveyor sticks, you know, these red and white things that surveyors use, and fishermen use them for testing depth of the water and stuff. So I suppose if he's got people down here going in the water, they're going to need to know how deep it is, although this doesn't look particularly deep. But anyway, regardless, so he doesn't know I'm going to make it, so that might be a good thing really. So I'll just message him when I have made him it, and you'll see him when he comes to collect it. But what a thing to do, to give up your spare time to come down and look after the local environment like this. I think it's brilliant, and you know, he's obviously spent a lot more time down here than I'm going to spend making this stick for him, so I think it's the least I can do. You know, this is right outside my door really, and I never knew. And I suspect because they've took that weir down, I'm just sort of piecing things together now, the weir which was there, that this has all been opened up, all this, and I suspect that's highlighted the problem with the tyres, and that's why people have, you can imagine, can't you? I mean, that looks deep enough down there as it is. Can you imagine? It would have been, you know, if the water level had been up to here, which it was, I'm sure it was, that'd have been chuffing 15, 20 foot deep maybe. No wonder he needs a ranging stick. We can't do with losing people like him. We need people like him to be cleaning up our waterways and stuff. We can't do with losing him. So I'm going to have to build him this ranging stick pretty pronto. So I'm going to get on with it today. And then we'll try and meet him when I get him to come and collect it from the workshop. And we'll meet him then and say thanks. Okay, let's get back to the workshop. Yeah, we're back in the workshop. What we're going to make this stick out of. I've got this. Now I think this is mahogany, and I think it was a fireplace surround. Do you know, one day I'm going to run out of materials, aren't I, that I can say to you, this used to be, or this was, or I got this from. So at some point I'm going to have to start buying stuff, aren't I? But until then, I've got this, and it's nearly 8 foot long, which is a bonus. And then I've also got these 2 pieces of copper pipe. I think that'll be 22 mil. I think that's 15. So hopefully that should be all the materials I need, apart from a couple of fixings, because I'm going to make this in 2 pieces. So at some point I'm going to have to join it together. And I think for that I'm going to use a joint coupler like they use on snooker cues and pool cues when they fasten them together. I'm going to use something like that. Right, so first thing I need to do, I need to rip this right down there, probably about 30 mil, so that I've got a long stick to sort of play with. Anyway, check out the new me, cleaning up after myself after a project, or even during the project. So I've now got a square piece, 35 by 35, just short of 8 foot long. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to chop it bang in the middle, and I've got my 2 pieces. Oh, getting a little bit excited. I've just got my lathe out, thinking I'll use my lathe for the first time in 12 months. Now that I can get it out, now I've tied my workshop. But it only goes up to 33 inch, and this is 44 inch. And I suppose I could have chopped it down to smaller and turned it. But then 33 and 33, I ended up, it's going to make it too small, and it's going to be less than 6 foot. Unless I put a middle piece in. I wish I had to chop this in half now. I should have measured this first, and I could have done 2 pieces. I could have done it in 3 separate pieces. Well, I've still got some of this left, so I think the easiest way to do it is cut this down to 33, do 2 at that, and then get another piece on top. So I've cut a 60mm length of this copper pipe that's going to sit over there. It's a snug fit, it's a bit tight, but that's how I want it. So I'm just going to put some glue on it as well. Won't be able to get it off. That's alright. That one a little bit harder than I thought to get on, but it's on anyway. Right, I've cut another 35mm piece of this copper pipe, and that's going to fit on top of there nicely. I'm not going to put it on yet because I'm going to put some glue on. And then I've been through my odds and sods drawer, and I found this little piece of copper. I've had to drill a little bit bigger hole in it so I can get that screw through. Focus. So that'll go through there and go into this end. So that's what I've ended up with. That washer's just a little bit too big, so I'm going to stick it on the sander and sand that down flush, and that should be fine. Every single time, look, I started off so well, keeping my bandsaw tidy and hoovering up that dust, but every single time, end of the first day. Stick's looking okay. Workshop's looking a right chuffing mess. Right, before I do anything, I'm tidying up to get my mind back on track. This thing is absolutely brilliant. It's my Shopsmith lathe. If you've never heard of one of these before, there's some good reviews on on YouTube about these things. They're a multifunctional tool. They're really good. I might do a review on them one day. But one thing I want to do on this eventually in an upcoming video is build some sort of storage rack on it, because what I do, I tend to store everything underneath and have to move it all out. But if I built this rack on it, I could store all the tools that I need on it, and I could move it in and out a lot easier. But yeah, that's an upcoming video. But if you're interested in that, Shopsmith lathe, really versatile tool. Right, half an hour well spent that, I think. Back to normal again. Right, this is how far I've got with it. So I've got it all fastened together. It's nice and straight, which is lovely. I'm just going to do a little bit of carving on it now. I also want to do for him, I started a YouTube channel to promote this awareness of this Calder river that is cleaning up, and it's called River Calder, so I want to sort of engrave that on there for him if I can. 3 quick coats of Danish oil. Oh, there it is, finished like you wanted, in 2 halves. It fastens together. Just a simple screw action. If anything, I might have made that middle screw a little bit wrong, because I don't know. What does it take? About 20 seconds to screw that on, so that's not so bad. Just screw it on until the numbers line up, the depth numbers. So as you can see there. So as you can see there, I've got the depth marked every foot. So 1, 2. That's the middle where it joins. And then 4, 5, 6. There you go, River Lover, which is the name of his YouTube channel. I'll put a link to his channel below if you're interested, you can have a look at it. Yeah, I thought he was going to come and collect it today, but he can't get here now, so that's going to be the end of the video, unfortunately. Anyway, I'll probably go down and see him on the canal at some point. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give us a like and a subscribe if you did, and I'll see you next time. See you later. Bye. I think it's mahogany. It was an old bookcase. Well, I've made a video on it, so I've explained everything on that.
Yeah.
So just wanted to get, I've put the, I mean I've never seen one before, and the other ones I've seen on Google, they had rings around them. I suspect that's for testing the depth. So I've put 1 to 6 foot depth. Yeah, it's nearly 7 foot long. But that's as long as I could go with my lathe. Yeah,
well, it's, to be fair, it's as long as I want it, because if you buy sort of a 2.5 metre survey pole, it's fat base in dates. That's a bit amazing. So. Perfect. River Lover. I love it. I love it. No, that's brilliant. It's the little touches, isn't it? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. No, I love that.
And it does.
So it does come down.
It does come down.
Brilliant.
No.
I will put it through its paces.
It'll be no good as a prizing stick for digging your tyres out. But you know, if that's what you're going to do with
basically gauging depths, and I'm looking at doing a river habitat survey myself, so I can't get the EA to do one. So we're good for ranging with a laser measurer for widths, depths. So yeah, no, perfect, and it looks like it'll belong in my toolkit as well.
Good,
Yeah,
as long as you like it.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Right, we'll take it.